What if I told you that the greatest collapses in history didn't start with wars, assassinations, or natural disasters, but with something far quieter? A number on a page, that suddenly stopped meaning anything. When money fails, civilizations don't immediately crumble, not at first. Something else happens, something stranger, something deeper. And the surprising truth is this: when money dies, certain things don't just survive, they become stronger. Could we already be seeing the early signs today? From the Roman denarius, to the French assignat, to the German Papiermark, to the Zimbabwean dollar. Two currencies we use today, but rarely question. And the people who lived through collapses didn't realize they were inside one until it was already too late. Today we'll walk through one of the most dramatic examples, the fall of Weimar Germany, its currency, and uncover the patterns that repeat almost identically in Zimbabwe, Venezuela, and even in more stable economies right now, because hidden inside these stories is a quiet truth. But before I reveal what that something is, you need to see how a currency actually falls apart. Raise taxes or print money. Taxes was politically impossible. Printing money is invisible, painless. So they printed. Slowly at first, quietly, year after year, the supply of marks drifted upward like a thin fog. This is the part of the story people often skip: the good times of money printing. But every monetary collapse starts with a period that feels like prosperity. Confidence faltered. Factories closed as costs spiraled. The government printed more money to help, and every attempt to fix things made the problem worse. Now the fog became a storm. The price of bread doubled, then doubled again, then doubled again. So they spent everything instantly. Kids played with stacks of banknotes like building blocks. They were cheaper than toys. Workers demanded to be paid twice a day, because their morning wage would be worthless by evening. Money wasn't money anymore. It had become paper, a symbol stripped of meaning. And here we reach the question at the heart of this video. If money collapses, what takes its place? History gives a clear answer, and it's not the one most people expect. When currencies collapse, three things vanish almost immediately: trust in money, trust in institutions, trust in each other. In Argentina, people became dollarized, unofficially saving in USD, while being paid in rapidly falling pesos. And start trusting something else instead. What that something is determines who survives. But before we reveal it, we need to look at the final stage, a stage that happens in every collapse: the failed fix. Governments facing hyperinflation almost always respond the same way. They blame speculators. They freeze prices. They impose rationing. They create new currencies. Promise reforms. And then, Zimbabwe slashed zeros from bills 3 times. Venezuela redenominated its currency twice within 5 years. These fixes treat the symptoms, not the disease. Because currencies don't collapse from printing alone. They collapse from the loss of belief. So what survives when money fails? In every crisis, those with strong social networks had access to food, security, protection, information, and opportunity. 2. Productive skills. People with practical, tradable abilities always rise during currency failures. Farmers, mechanics, doctors, electricians, carpenters, metal workers, software engineers in modern collapses. They're the foundation of every economic recovery in history. Now, here's the uncomfortable part. Currency failures aren't just historical stories, they're happening right now. Argentina's inflation recently passed triple digits. Even stable economies, Japan, the US, the EU, carry debt loads once considered impossible. Globally, inflation has reached its highest sustained levels in decades.